Hello and a really warm welcome to this week's video, which is all about consistency. This is an absolutely crucial element that we need to have when we are growing our brilliant businesses. Being consistent with our content, with our message, and with our offers. And we all know this. However, it can feel really difficult sometimes to be consistent, and I have definitely failed to be consistent at times, especially times when it would have been super helpful for me to be more visible when perhaps I was doing a launch, and I allow that fear of who's going to buy from me, nobody's going to buy from me, to actually seep into my conscious brain and actually railroad my visibility, my consistency. So I really wanted to create a video about consistency and to give you some really easy strategies that you can use in your business that allows you to show up and be consistent in your business. And just to demonstrate how important this is, I want to share a little totally true story where consistency ended up resulting in me working with completely the wrong coach. So let's just dive into that, because I really want to illustrate how being inconsistent can really damage your results and damage your business. And I really don't want that for you. So many years ago, I was following two American coaches online. They had similar names and they looked similar and they had a similar business. So I was kind of stalking them. I was trying to figure out who was going to be my next coach. They were both online. I was taking my time. I was watching their content. I was reading their content. I was downloading their freebies. I was on their email list. Brilliant. Great. And then when it came to the point when I was ready to make a decision about who I was going to work with, one of the coaches put out an offer. I signed up and I worked with her, and it was thankfully amazing. Interestingly, I realised about a month into working with this particular coach that it wasn't the lady who was my favourite. And what had happened is I'd been busy following these two amazing coaches. I was taking my time to make a decision, big investment and all that. And at the point when I was ready as a consumer to actually invest, one of the coaches, my preferred coach, actually stopped being visible. She stopped being consistent with her visibility. And I realised that after I'd been working with my new coach, that then this other coach got back online and she started being consistent. I was like, oh, that's who I was going to go with. And it's a really clear story about how when you are inconsistent with your visibility, with your message and with your offers, that you may be doing all of the hard work. You may believe that nobody is watching you, and then you might decide to go offline for a little bit. And the thing is that you don't know when your clients are actually ready to invest with you. And when I was ready as a consumer to invest, I went with a person who was consistent and who was online at that moment in time. And that means that for the other coach, they missed out on working with me. They missed out on my investment. So that is a true story. And that was always like a massive lesson to me about my consistency. And that's where, even though there's just me in my business with some support, but mainly just me, and I work school hours, this is why I work really hard on being consistent with my content, with my launches, with my offers. And I really wanted to just share that story because it was completely true and really demonstrate how another person, not just me, missed out on thousands of pounds worth of work. So hopefully that's given you some inspiration to think about your own consistency. And I understand that consistency happens for all sorts of different reasons. There can be genuine reasons about the fact that things have happened that perhaps out of your control, perhaps you've got sick, somebody in your family has got sick, or something's happened that's out of your control. And to the outside world, you have just disappeared off the face of the earth. And if that occurs, that occurs, doesn't it? But I think just a message to your audience to say, hey, just to let you know, this is what's happening. So people don't just assume that you've stopped running your business, that they understand that there's some other stuff that you need to spend your attention on. That's great, isn't it? Then you can go off and deal with what you need to deal with. But there are lots of other reasons why we're inconsistent, and they're the things that are in our control. So we might feel overwhelmed. I mean, there is so many people online. There are millions of online businesses, and it's growing every single year. So we can feel really, really overwhelmed about being online, about getting seen and heard, by thinking that we have a strong enough message, that we are original enough for us to be able to go out there and absolutely nail our messaging. It could be that you have decided, it's the start of a brand new episode of your business, and you're going to be out there, you're going to be consistent, and you go out there with all the best plans and intentions, and you're consistent, and your interpretation is that there's a lack of engagement, that nobody's watching you, that nobody's following you, so that your confidence gets knocked, and actually you become inconsistent because you have that kind of whole fear of visibility creeps up for you. So there's lots of reasons about why people become inconsistent. But I'm here today to share 3 ways that you can ensure that you are consistent all the time in your business, and that whatever challenges you face, lack of engagement, scarcity, whatever comes up for you, is that you will still keep moving forward. Because the most important thing about consistency is that when you are consistent, this is when you build momentum in your business, and you have to start from somewhere, don't you? So let's talk about how you can become intentionally consistent in your business. And this is not about you having to suddenly have to work a lot harder in your business. You put this in place, and you can batch create content. You can schedule things in. You can make it look as though you're online when you're offline. So there's lots of really cool things you can do where you can work really, really smart. But that's for a whole different episode. But let's talk about the 3 ways that you right now can become consistent in your business. The number 1 thing is to work on your uniqueness, to really understand what it is that you have to offer, and to really earn that. And that really helps you to understand how to position yourself in the marketplace. And I have an earlier video which I can link to in this one, where I talk about knowing your why. And it's exactly this. This whole strategy is about understanding what it is that you have, really valuing that, and understanding that actually there are a whole raft of people out there who are your ideal clients, who are waiting for somebody with your unique skills to actually come and work with you as that unique coach, consultant, expert in your field. But you really need to earn this. You really need to have the confidence to really earn this. And I really want for you to do that work. If you've got any, like, I'm not the only business coach, health coach, nutritionist, whatever is going on for you, go back and complete the work and really nailing your why, understanding why you are unique, and understanding what you have to offer to your ideal clients. Number 2 is have something that identifies you as this unique person. When you are just another coach, another nutritionist, another business coach, another LinkedIn expert, you blend into the background. You want to be thinking about something that you want to be known for, and create content around that, create an offer around that. So for me, I am the founder of the 5K Club. This is a club, an amazing club for women who are ready to take their business to the next level and generate consistent months of income of up to 5K and beyond. I ensure that my content, my messaging, my branding is all about the 5K Club. Yes, I do other things, But if I was in a room full of business coaches, I would want to be known for one thing. I can't be known for everything, but if I was to be known for one thing, I'd want to be known for being the founder of the fabulous 5K Club. So think about your own business. What is that one thing that you, if you're in it like a 60-second elevator pitch, what is that one thing that you would want that audience to know about you? And then ensure that your messaging, your branding, your positioning in the marketplace really illustrates that, that shares that story where you are known, you know, as the founder of whatever it is that you are unique for. And if you don't have a signature program or something like that, start to think about how you can create like a signature program that really sums up what it is and what is unique about you and the work that you do with your clients. Number 3 is to have a plan. This is the biggest element, really. And I talk about planning so much because it is so boring, so interesting. And I know that people think it's boring, that you can just fly by the seats of your pants, and you can. But to get really intentional, brilliant, epic results, planning really helps, and especially planning to helps with consistency. So let me just share how planning actually helps with your consistency. So like any coach, good coach, I would start with saying to you, what is your end goal? If I was working with you and we were looking at ensuring that you were going to be consistent in your business, and when I'm saying consistent, I mean with your brand, with your message, with your offers, I would be saying to you, what is that end goal? So that end goal would be an offer for your audience. So that would be the end goal. So that starts to give you some fire in your belly. It's like, oh my God, I've got this amazing offer. I'm ready to take it out to the world. I'm ready for my clients to come and complete this work and to have that deep transformational work, whatever that is. So be really clear about what your next offer is. This helps you to be consistent. It puts fire in your belly. Know who your offer is for. That's really important. It really helps you to identify your marketplace and identify your message. Understand how you're going to launch it. So perhaps you're going to launch it via an email sequence, a funnel, a webinar, a challenge, all sorts of different ways you can launch things. But think about how you're going to launch it, and then start to think about how you are going to take your offer from where it is currently to how you're going to take it out to the marketplace. So at the moment, your offer is just a concept. You understand that you have this offer, but you need to know what the steps are for you to move forward and to be in a position to launch that. And this is where your consistency is golden. So it's really, if you have that signature offer, what is that, let's say, in this example, and really think about creating content that puts you in the marketplace as an expert in this particular field. And this will help you to grow your audience, to nurture your audience to the point where you can then launch to your audience. So let's just summarize that again, because it's quite a short period of time to talk about something quite in depth like planning, but planning is key. Always have your end goal in mind. Understand what your next offer is going to be, and then you can work from that point to launching. So understand what you have to offer, understand who it's for, understand all of the things that you can talk about, all of the content that you can create that positions you as an expert in your field, that helps you to grow an audience, to nurture audience to the point when they are ready to buy from you. And this is how we are consistent, when we start to have that level of clarity in your business. So summarize is to, number one, you kind of know your why. Accept all the time that you are brilliant, you are unique, and you have got something that is amazing that you're here to take out to the world. Really understand what that is and really communicate that too. Number two is to understand that what you want to be known for. So have a signature program that you want to be known for, so you can create a ton of content around those that topic. And number 3 is to plan. Have a plan, understand what your next launch is, move towards that, create a load of content, a load of momentum in your business, and be consistent, and you will have the most amazing launch. Okay, I really hope that's been useful. If you've got any questions at all, you can post them in the comments below, or you can email me or private message me on Facebook and let me know how you are going to show up in your business and become more consistent, because consistency really matters. It is an excellent way to generate great results in your business, and that's what I want for you. Okay, until the next video, bye for now.